Heavyweights, you can't beat a good heavyweight fight. Anthony Joshua, I have to say, he's my favourite up-and-coming fighter at the moment. I do believe, because he has the right connections now and the talent, whether or not he believes it yet, he should be a world champion in his current ratings of champions. He should be the man to watch. So step by step, they're taking this guy through the learning curve. They're putting fighters in front of him. We need to see him, Anthony, we need to see him in 10-round fights. And doing 10 rounds. He needs to be a fighter needs to know how he's moving in round 8. But if we keep banging fighters over, we ain't learning nothing that we don't already know. So he's been matched up with a fighter called Gary Cornish. Never heard of him. But you know what? I took a little look at him and I like what I see. I watched Gary Cornish training. I like the fact he's a big lad, and I think this fight's too much for him. It's kind of too soon. Great build up for Anthony Joshua. But when I was watching Cornish move, I liked it. This is a big unit. He can move, and for a heavyweight to move around. I mean, I think he's 18 stone. He looks about 6'4", 6'5", but he's a mover. For a heavyweight to be moving and carrying that weight, jabbing and moving, and he punches in bunches. I know that you might say, well, he hasn't boxed anybody yet. No, he hasn't. But this is a tricky fight. If he raises his game, he can give Joshua a bit of trouble. But yeah, if Joshua lands, it's over. We already know that. Cornish doesn't have a big punch, people might say. But when you're 18 stone and you're throwing clusters of punches, trust me, you hit. If he lands a cluster of punches on any heavyweight, he's going to cause problems. Is he ready now for Anthony? I don't think he's ready now. There's a few schoolings I saw him. He's kind of going from pillar to post in the sparring that I saw him in, and some of the fights. He's dropping his hands a little bit. He's a bit too loose. There's a few things that need tapering in. But this fight might be the one that brings that together. He may start bringing the hands tighter. He may pick his shots more. He may punch in bunches, but at the same time correct them, because this is the big one. Man, could you imagine beating Anthony Joshua now? Both these guys are good prospects. Win or lose, these guys are going to be guys to watch out for. That's what I like about this fight. This may be too soon for him against Anthony Joshua. I expect Joshua to go through this and win and do it in fine style, because he's a quality athlete. But I don't be surprised if this guy ducks and dives and avoids and keeps out of trouble for the first 4, 5, 6 rounds. Then we might have a fight on our hands.